So where are we off to next? A blasphemous shrine stands at the end of the room, dedicated to an unholy god. Paul can sense its evil and finds it difficult to approach. I have a sixth sense for evil. Podium key. Podium key. Shit. This place is pretty big. I'm trying to think of where the podium key would go. How many options are there? I should probably have a chat with the brother about recent development. Just try to ignore the gross sounds. This is maybe technically a podium. No. It might be the, like, the main location. It almost feels like those different, yeah, we're back here now. When I saw those 3 candles in the hallway at different heights, it almost felt like that could be like some kind of clue. I thought one of the screams was coming from me before, but I guess maybe not. This is called an altar, not a podium. Still, I don't know. Where was I supposed to spend the podium key? Here's where I was originally locked in. We're probably pretty done with that place. This is the backtracking level. It's such long distances between each known location. The Custodian shakes his head and informs Paul that he doesn't have enough evidence to make an accusation against Augustine. There must be something else to find. But I would guess that's the podium, right? Shit. I've made a mistake. Who is yelling that? Paul cannot leave the cathedral until his name is cleared and the real murderer has been uncovered. To run away now, it would be an admission of his guilt. Could that be the podium? That seems like a podium. Shit. Was this like the original church and they expanded it greatly beyond that point? I just find it kind of interesting, like that's totally... It's like this is totally the version of the church that we saw before. But I guess, just like before, with the temple, I guess the first character just was already deep inside the building by the time the chapter started. And then we had to, and then so we explored an incomplete version of the area, because we didn't have to come into the real entrance. That could be a podium. A simple podium and lectern, finally, provides a platform for a priest giving a sermon to his congregation. There's a drawer recessed inside of it. Yes. I always find keys before I find locks. It's like a Page 1! I was supposed to find this one first! I have finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. About that. I mean, to be fair, I guess I wouldn't necessarily call Lovecraft stuff witchcraft. Not entirely. So, maybe you were right. I don't think I pressed an attack button. I think that's just him freaking out because his madness is in a bad state right now. I believe I just straight up have a sanity healing spell now, so it's a pretty trivial thing to keep it full and avoid all the insanity effects. Which would be the smart thing to do, because when you run out of sanity, all the sanity things then take your health away, but, you know. Obviously, I'm trying to spice things up a bit.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along. I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Aye, the cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a heretic.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother. My days here are numbered. I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn. It can only mean one thing. I know too much, and they are moving to silence me. I can only hope that what little faith I have left is enough to save my soul. Please, take this thing away from me. Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
Spooky. He's coming for you. If they want to silence you, why wouldn't they just stab you with the dagger instead of, like, place it for you to find intentionally? And if it troubles you so much, why did you hold on to it until this moment, but now was, like, the breaking point, apparently? This place got populated all of a sudden. Unfortunately for him, I know exactly where to take the dagger. They clearly want me to do this. I'm just wondering whether or not my guy is like, no, this is the thing that must be done. It's worth the cost. Or if he's just too dumb to understand that he's about to kill that guy. Nope, 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 nope. Ain't having that. Stop sending me to your time-wasting dimension. Bye. An ornate, long-bladed knife used to sacrifice humans. For Paul to even pick it up is repulsive, for the sense of evil it emits is intense and unnerving. The souls this blade has taken live on within its metal. Gnarly. By the way, here's our spell list. So as you can see, some of these now say tier 3 and 5 on the top of the bar. Wow, there's 3 more slots actually. Are there 3 more power levels? This one doesn't, because I couldn't figure out how to do a level 5 version of the Summon Trapper. I couldn't recreate it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think it's because 1 or 2 of the components are still unidentified runes. So when I got the Trapper the first time, it was through trial and error a little bit, and I can't retrace the steps very easily because some of my runes are still unnamed. These 2 up here. So I couldn't recreate Summon Trapper, because all you do is do the 3 version of the spell, and then just add 2 Paragon, and that makes the level 3 spell level 5 spell. It's just that. So I've got level 5 versions of Enchant Item, Recover, Reveal Invisible, Dispel Magic, Damage Field, and Shield. Then I discovered Spell 8 and Spell 9. No, we already had Spell 9. I discovered Spell 8 and Spell 11 on accident while I was trying to figure out how to cast the other spells as level 5s. So, there's 2 more of those now. Let's see what this one does. I've never done these yet. Ooh. After a zombie has been summoned, press A to attack. Attack an enemy's head before a gnaw attack. Rawr. Rawr. So I guess zombies being playable isn't just a random fear effect, it's actually a mechanic. Go figure, huh? Are you an enemy now? Oh, he is. I lost sanity! Dude, you summoned him in the first place. Well, that went well. What's spell 11? I don't know. I have no idea. Is this some kind of buff? Maybe? I'm sure he's fine. I kind of thought it was gonna be like a more of a voodoo doll effect where I stab that and somewhere else he falls dead. But I think that shimmer behind him was implying that he was getting captured and transported to here, and they physically encased him inside of that, so that, and I stabbed through him. So I very directly did a murder on him. My character seems unfazed. He didn't even lose sanity. If I stabbed something and it screamed, I'd probably react a bit. Paul's forward progress is blocked by a corrosive spell. Obviously someone wants to keep intruders at bay, and this lethal magic is just the way to do it. Oops. Ah, shit. I'm trying to get out of there. I assume that's it looks blue. So, dispel magic, level 5, green. Well, lying in a pool of his own blood is the Custodian, Paul's only ally in this fight against the darkness. His soul no doubt lingers, fused to the altar on which his life has been taken, watching over his own rapidly cooling corpse, feeling all hope escape him. Paul's situation is suddenly 1,000 times more desperate than before. Now he is alone. Alone against the darkness. I really thought he died either in the tower or in the thing, but he died here, apparently. A little confusing.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? When he finds the very source of corruption?
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After we have broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Ulyoth! Come, my children. Feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
Look at the little xenomorphs. Paul, he's talking about killing you in the most painful way possible. Maybe you could, you know, use your sword against him, or your crossbow. Maybe, I know you're not the most violent man, but you're fighting everything else in here. Maybe you should murder the fuck out of that guy when he's threatening to kill you in the most possible painful way, while also being against your religion and all these other aspects, and the torture, and, you know, you killed the Custodian, your only ally. Dangling from worn iron chains, burning censers fill the room with a fetid incense. Acrid smoke rises from what can only be burning flesh. Oopsie. Time to get the fuck out of here. What does the thing over me do? I really thought that was going to be the door that opened, honestly. Because it's the one with the seal on it, when I'd murdered somebody. The door is decorated more than most within the catacombs. Sensing an immense evil behind this door, Paul wonders if the ceremony the monk had mentioned earlier is taking place behind it. Should Paul put an end to the heresy? Yeah.
This is the one that seeks to do combat with me.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this worm. His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
As I see fit. Be gone. Leave me. And I will guard the artifact as you have instructed.
Jesus Christ. Well, see you later, Paul. What a hopeless game for most of these characters. Go through all this work just to not really make it anywhere or do anything. Where did I get this from? Where did this note come from? My dearest Alex, I am glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. I knew I could depend on you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey to the past. Your loving grandfather, Edward. 88 keys. He can't mean I have to go collect 88 keys like this is fucking Banjo-Kazooie. Because that's like 0 to 100 on time wastiness in the Alex chapters. Let's take a look around. Don't necessarily have this place memorized, so I'm kind of running around looking for clickable items. 88 keys. What? York, no!
The darkness is coming.
All right. Seeing the piano stirred up distant recollections of Paul Luther's story in Alex's mind. The echoes of these notes within the cathedral echo also within her own consciousness. Her hands are drawn to the keys, almost of their own accord. Shit. I lost my place, apparently. A chapter page. The Forbidden City.
Who are you?
I am your lord and conqueror.
What manner of forsaken being are you?
So, you can see me in my true form. You are a gifted man. Take this one and use him as the foundation for the pillar. He is special and should be given a special place among the suffering.
Well, that's nice. It's not nice.
Much has been written about the exploits of conquerors. In the context of history, one man's champion is another man's nemesis, hero or murderer. Much has been written, but what has not is far more interesting. The Tome of Eternal Darkness mentions a Venetian artist and architect of the Renaissance named Roberto Bianchi. Roaming abroad to find inspiration, he was captured by a warlord expanding his empire. He forced Roberto to use his architectural and engineering skills to construct a monument to his greatness. To complete his task, he must survey the site.
Survey the site quickly, dog, and maybe you'll live long enough to see the sacrament's construction. Did you think we would trust you, Bianchi? Even though you are graced with the generosity of our liege, you are still his prisoner. As I said, finish your work quickly, and maybe we'll drag you out of this hole.
What? Surveying at gunpoint is a strange concept. It's kind of like a slow, meticulous process. If the whole isn't the whole point to potentially catch things and be observant and so on. So you want to be thorough, not quick. And you also kind of want to be invested in the idea that whatever your work is accurate and reliable, because if your career is on the line and you're liable and whatnot, then you have motivations not to mess up. But if they're like, I don't know, we're probably just gonna kill you anyway, whatever, fuck it, then it's like, why would I even care about doing a good job? Now that I can quickly anyway. Roberto must survey the ruins of this ancient temple. The rooms he must survey can be found on the map. Only when these areas have been inspected can the construction begin. Foundation for the monument has been constructed, but it has suffered some damage. The rest of the complex is unknown, and Roberto must discover if construction can continue. Just fucking lie. Fuck 'em. Hell, to find a place in the ruins that you can escape via would be a good one. Oh. Welcome back to chapter 1. Oh hey, it's the guy that was hanging dead from the neck. Hello? Oh. A frantic worker looking for answers to questions that can't be answered. He hopes Roberto is there to save them, and longs to see his family and friends once he escapes. When he kept walking in a straight line like that, ignoring me, I thought he was gonna face through the wall, like he was a hallucination. Like, damn, the insanity effects came for you quickly, didn't they? So this is not one of those rooms. Do I have a weapon? I have a torch. Yeah. It's not very effective. Nope. Nope, that's not good. One of Roberto's fellow slaves lies dead. His wounds seem to have attracted the attention of the beasts, for they have been gnawed up open, spilling his innards onto the dusty floor. The structure around here shows signs of stress. It is far from sound. Perhaps with some reinforcement it might be able to suit the requirements of the monument. So what's up? Are you guys like out of country to build in? Like it has to be here? Right on top of the previous place? Oh, there we go. Now I'm armed! Now go back up there and kill those guys. There you go. Problem solved. Can't talk to these guys? No? But yeah, the real reason this chapter is happening here, of course, is because they want us to revisit an old location and follow up on what happened before. Which has been pretty consistently happening every chapter now. I was talking about how they seem to be having a higher survival rate too, but then that guy got squashed. Like, Paul went out bad. Oh, Roberto was significantly more robust than Paul. Got the H's and the P's, 4 days. Hi, could you please die of attacks? Alright, well, that's enough of you. Oh wait, his head grew back. Stop that. Sup? Sup? What could go wrong? Oh, this is where I came from. Nope, 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 nope. Not doing this. Hey guys, don't go downstairs. There's rats.